Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. Fresh off the heels of my December Magnificent 7 is the collaboration for our top 19 polishes of 2019. So everyone who's involved in this collaboration will be linked below. So let's get into looking at the polishes because there are quite a few of them. So the first polish, this is number 19. I had to include this polish. This is an amazing Louis Vuitton polish. I can never know how to pronounce that. But this is a mini polish that was sent to me by Amanda the nail polish hound for my 50th birthday. Such an amazing gift for a nail polish collector. I had to include it because of the packaging, but the actual polish itself is, the formula isn't fantastic. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's just beautiful and it sits very proudly in my collection. But the formula on this polish, these are like lethal weapons, but it's really quite watery. This polish dries matte and I like the colour. It's a very pretty green. And the picture that I took captures this polish really quite well. But it's not my favourite polish, but the packaging I just absolutely had to include. So that is, I didn't even tell you the name, that's Dragon Flash from Louis Vuitton. Number 18 is another green, and actually these are the only two greens that are in this entire top 19, which is very unusual. I still love my greens, but I seem to have moved into a different colour category looking at them this year. This one is Claire from the Cream collection. So Artist Nails came out with three pastel neons, a pink, orange, a pink and orange and a green. Absolutely fantastic shades, all three of them, but I chose this one because obviously the namesake, but it is an absolutely fantastic formula for this type of polish. Usually they're quite chalky, this type of neon, but this is an absolutely brilliant formula. And again, I love the swatch picture that I took of this one. So that's Claire from Artist Nails. It's for me. This looks like a kind of glowy gold rusty orange in the bottle, but actually on the nail it's much more of a red orange and it's very glowy because of that gold shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. It's an old polish actually. It's called Glowing Embers and it's from an old Guy Fawkes collection. But I just love it. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite reds with a bit of orange. Number 16 is another Artist Nails. This is a very pretty XY Zurich. So this is one of the charity polishes that I collaborated with right at the end of the year, November. And I named this polish because we all needed an X polish for our ABC November challenge. But also it reminds me of Catherine and Zurich. It is a beautiful, beautiful polish. One of the reasons that I had to include this was because I actually painted my niece's nails just before Christmas. And I used this polish on a couple of her nails, and when I put this polish actually dries matte, which is very unusual for a glitter polish, but when you put a glossy top coat on, it just completely comes alive. And I remember my niece's reaction when I was painting her nails with this. She was like, wow, absolutely brilliant. Well done. Thanks, Kat. So that's XY Zurich from Artist Nails. So the 15th polish, another Artist Nails. This is Vinci from the Bright Ideas collection. All of this collection had this glowy shimmer, but this one is just so noticeable on the nail. I actually had the mini collection and I loved this polish so much that I upgraded it into the bigger bottle. It's just a beautiful, beautiful purple. That's Vinci from the Bright Ideas collection. And number 14, in the spring this year around Easter, I really got into my speckled polishes. I actually tried quite a few speckled polishes from different brands. This one was my favourite. This is Duck from Model's Own. The glitters in this are dispersed just the way I like it. So this was my favourite of all the speckled polishes that I tried this year. So that's Model's Own Duck. Number 14, this was a polish that was sent to me by Anna over in Germany. And when I first saw this, I was a bit confused because I saw the holographic and then I thought, why is it so sheer? It's a topper, that's why. This is called Camellia. And I believe I didn't know about this polish, but it's very popular. A lot of people's favourite toppers. It just looks absolutely fantastic. You can see in the swatch pictures, I used this quite a few times this year, so I had to include it. It's a fantastic topper. I wore it over pastels, neons. I forgot to wear it over some of the more darker polishes towards the end of the year. So I'm probably going to keep this out and try it over some of the darker polishes that I try. I think it'll look great over a darker polish, but here are some swatches of me wearing this over pastels and neons. Beautiful, beautiful topper, Camellia. So number 12, oh wow, just look at that. Just looking at this in the bottle. This is a new brand to me, Ethereal Lacquer, and I've actually got two of them. This one and a grey polish, just that looks like a crushed up kaleidoscope. I absolutely love it. This is Moonlight Mist. It's quite sheer because you want to be able to capture those flakes, but not as sheer as you would imagine. This was actually opaque in 2 coats. You will see various different nail lengths and nail shapes throughout the year from my swatch pictures. But this one I just absolutely love it. Just look at that. I could just hold on to this and stare at it all day. It's like a precious jewel. So that's Moonlit Mist from Ethereal Lacquer. Number 11, you've heard me mention this quite a few times. This is another Ardous Nails Maiden of Stone, and this was my favourite polish from the charity polishes that came out monthly this year in support of breast cancer awareness. These flakes are absolutely fantastic, and I know that Kat was worried about making Crellies. It was like, no, you've got nothing to worry about. This is absolutely fantastic. It's got a little tinge of green in there. I don't know if that's just because of the multi-chrome flakes, but it's also got a kind of little bit of taupe as well. It's a kind of soft grey, absolutely beautiful with those flakes, and you can see them really clearly on the nail. So we're getting down to the top 10 now. Another Ardous Nails. Wow, there's a lot of Ardous Nails in this video, but there you go. I'm being true to myself. It is one of my favourite brands. And this is a polish that I've had for a while. This is Unity from the Here Come the Boys collection. And I pulled it out thinking, I fancy wearing a holographic pink. But this is a beautiful dusky pink. I absolutely love the shade, and it's a real super holographic. And it's a polish that made me realise, actually, I admit I do like pink. So this is the wonderful Unity from Ardous Nails. This looks like such a boring polish, but the reason that I'm putting it in the top 19 is because I know this is going to be my go-to neutral nude polish. It's a very muted pink, which just looks great as a mani hand for me, and the photo that I took of this is probably one of my favourite swatches from the entire year. I keep this out quite close to me when I need to reach for any nail stuff, just because I know it's going to be my go-to. I've used quite a bit of it already. It's an absolutely fantastic formula, almost one coat. Beautiful, beautiful polish. This is Into the Abyss, my go-to staple neutral pink, and it's weirdly from Essie. Another pink, purpley pink. This is more of a kind of lilac shade. This is Truth Seekers, and the reason that I love this is because of that pink fuchsia glow with those gold flakes and pink flakes. It's just beautiful. Makes me think that I'm probably going to pick up more chaotic or quixotic polishes. Absolutely fantastic. Truth Seekers. I had to include this polish because have you ever worn a polish that you just can't stop thinking about after you've worn it? And this is it for me. This polish is a absolutely fantastic shade. I know it looks like various OPIs. You can probably dupe this polish in about 50 different ways. But I loved it. I loved wearing it and I just couldn't stop thinking about it after. So I'm going to probably pull this out and use this next year. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Love the formula, love the shade. This is Barry M Blue Jade. This brand you'll see higher up now in my top 19 definitely was a standout brand for me this year. I'm steadily but slowly collecting Polish for Days. They are just so pretty and complex and unusual. And this is a polish that looks fantastic in the bottle, but it looks even better on the nail. Very, very unusual. This one is Orthus. It's an amazing, shifty, glittery polish. And I was absolutely wowed when I got this on my nails. So that's Orthus from Polish for Days. Another Polish for Days, just look at the glow on this. This is beautiful. This was given to me by Catherine for my birthday when I went over to Zurich. This is Charm. So the swatch picture that you'll see of this is me stood on Catherine's balcony trying to get a decent picture of this polish. I need to wear it again so that I can get a good swatch picture. But all of that shift in there is just so glowy and pronounced. And because it's quite a pale green, it's really stand out, noticeable on the nail. I love it, absolutely love it. Thank you again, Catherine. That's Charm from Polish for Days. Another polish that Catherine sent me, this is an Essence polish. And as you can see, it's got a very pronounced pink glow. And you can really see that on the nail. It's a mesmerising polish. It's one of those stare at your nails for hours. And I know that this was a favourite from quite a few people. I'm expecting this to show up, especially with my UK YouTubers. I think this will show up a couple of times. I haven't watched anybody else's videos yet. I've been meaning to get this out before I start watching anybody else's. But this is, I believe, beautiful polish from Essence. Top three, so in the third spot is, I had to include the Essie Geodes. I've only got two of them, but this is the most holographic of the two. This is Stop, Look and Glisten, and I've worn this a few times now this year. I wish I had the entire collection because they're absolutely beautiful. So they're all neutral shades with this banging flat holographic. Absolutely love it, look at that. That's Stop, Look and Glisten from the Essie Gorgeous Geodes collection. Then this is a recent addition, but wow, look at this. Number 2 spot goes to Festivities from the Arders Nails Autumn Splendour trio. I still think this should have been more of a winter themed trio rather than an autumn themed. But oh my God, look at that. And you can see that on the nail. It's very glowy. The glow, I was all about the glow this year. Oh yeah, just amazing. I can't wait to wear this again. That's Festivities from the Autumn Splendour trio. And finally, the top spot goes to another Polish for Days. Just look at that. They're just like works of art in the bottle. This one is Liar, which is a collaboration with Oki and Polish for Days. And I wore this on my 50th birthday, and you can see from the swatch picture, this just glows off the nail. It is incredible. Beautiful blue with that pink shimmer and stuffed with iridescent flakes. I just am blown away by this brand, and I will definitely be collecting some more this year. Very unique, very unusual. Absolutely love this brand. That's Polish for Days in the top spot with Liar. So those are my top 19 for 2019. A fantastic nail polish year. I got to meet Amanda and Catherine this year. I had lots of D-stashes, a couple of indie hauls. We had a September blue and green challenge, the November ABC challenge, lots and lots of nail mail from wonderful people, Andrea, Loopy, Amanda, Anna, Catherine. Thank you so much, everybody. And wow, Ada's Nails started making Crellies, and I discovered this year just how good Polish for Days is. So let me know what your nail polish highs have been this year. What have your favourites been? What are your top 3? I hope you enjoy everybody else's videos. Have a fantastic new year, end of a decade, start of the next 10 years. Have a wonderful new year, and I will see you in 2020. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.